This was so random because today one of my best friends, she FaceTimed me. And usually when people FaceTime me randomly, I don't pick up
Yeah.
unless like it's someone that I know
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
usually don't FaceTime me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Me
so one of
too.
my
Me
best
too.
friends FaceTimed me today, and we were just having a conversation. She was like, "Yeah, so when you yeah, because I have a lot to say, so just bring me on your podcast." And I'm like, "Girl, I don't podcast anymore." She was like, "Yeah, wasn't you podcasting just the other day?" I said, "No, I was invited to a podcast." And she was like, "Well, maybe you need to like start a podcast." And I'm like, "Well, right now I don't have the capacity to like commit to like my own podcast,
Mhm.
but I'm here to be invited. I'm here to accept the invitation and to support, as far as like bringing in my story and my expertise."
Mhm.
But I thought that was really interesting because
Mhm.
our podcast that we like recorded together, a lot of people on my end listened,
Yeah.
whether or not they like shared it or on social media. Like a lot of people shared it, was like, "Oh, thank you." They were like, "Oh, it's a couple of episodes, I haven't reached the third episode yet," but like people were in a commitment to listen, and to hear more, whether or not they know me personally or they know me surface. They
Mhm.
wanted to hear more, so I think that's pretty cool.
Because yeah, you had a podcast before, so you had that audience that are
Mhm.
excited, honestly, to be like, "Oh, you're back on podcasting."
Yeah, yeah, and I'm
Right?
like, well, I'm back. Like, I guess for me, what this experience, like recording with you, opened up for me
Mhm.
personally was a reminder that I am a speaker,
Mhm.
and that I get to continue to work on my speaking, right? But also, like, I have so much that I want to say,
Yeah.
and I want to be very intentional about the topics. I want to be intentional with who is like on the other side of the interview,
Yeah.
and I want to have a good time doing it,
Yeah.
and I want to create impact.
Mhm.
And I also want to get paid for it.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I'm
mean,
saying? And
yeah, that's
so
that's
for
what
me,
I'm
it's
trying to
like,
aim for too, is to eventually get paid for these conversations because I feel like I've tapped into something where I'm giving people a space to talk and to be able to be open and to like let out these things. I'm like, I got to figure out how I can get paid for it.
yeah,